I In these card readings, I focus on connections and relationships because they are so important in showing us who we are and helping us to grow. In these readings, you can expect me to speak truth in kindness, as this is how we get to self understanding. Show your support with a thumbs up and consider subscribing. You can find more info and links to help you on your journey in the description box once the live stream ends. And I'll also put the time codes, the timestamps up. Welcome to Self Discovery Support. Okay. All right. So you have A, B, C. Please choose one. And I'm going to give you a few seconds. All right. So I'm also using today the Zodiac Tarot, and we're using singles and relate. It's called the What's Blocking You. That's the Oracle deck, and the other one is the Message of Love Oracle deck. All right, so we're doing a vibe check, really, and if you chose A, we're gonna start with A now. Okay, all right, so if you chose A, this is gonna be your reading. All right, so let's start with the general vibe here. I'm looking at your cards and I'm just seeing like playing games. Okay, we're starting off strong. We're starting off like with some serious issues now. Okay, yeah, and reciprocity. Okay, let me keep those turned face up so I can see it. Um, you're seeing it, right? You chose the world card, and so let's start with this. The world talks about closing out a cycle. And so, in your connection, it could be that you are dealing with this energy of like, I'm closing out something for a particular reason. Yeah, it's just like, when something's run its course. Or another thing that can happen is with this card is people traveling towards you, but also it can be about success. So let's see where we go with that. You have sabotage, the sabotage card. So somebody here is feeling like I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. This could be you, or it could be your person. Flip it as you see. Lust, not love. As well, passion isn't the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked in just by good sex. Okay. um I'm kind of feeling like somebody here maybe gave in to what they thought was um it's like this is somebody following the lust energy, and because of that almost like messing up something that was really good. And somebody in your situation could have just said, it could be you, I can't do this anymore. This is not going in direction that I want. And it's looking here like somebody did not reciprocate. Somebody was playing games. It's like one person could have been more focused on like the sex energy, and another person focused on a relationship and those things. And then, okay, that's fine. You can want different things, but it feels like one person could have been stringing the other person along here. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see the sabotage energy. What is this here? Okay, there's something with this card. Okay. Yeah. I think that, when I pull this card out, I was just saying, is there something strange about this card? And when you think about it, there's a person here in your situation um, that it's like they were feeling like they had control, or what made them feel almost like strong or powerful is it feels like almost like juggling many people. And I don't, this Queen of Cups energy is like, this feels like someone who wanted to juggle many people who had affection for them. This is somebody that wanted to, even if it's one person, it's like they were on and off, they were hot and cold. They weren't like decisive about what they wanted. And it's like this is coming under sabotage, right? It's coming under I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. It's somebody that I don't know, it's like they need to control, or they needed to ooh, okay, I get that. They needed to do this dance of like playing games with people who were emotionally invested in them, or emotionally giving, nurturing for, yeah, it feels like just to feel like I have a sense of control or power in my life, which, yeah, that's not really, it's not going to work out right in the end. That's really not going to. And it feels like if you're the Queen of Cups here, somebody that loved this person and cared about them, it felt like that was just one too many times that happened for you. And it could have been very draining for you that this person was doing this yo-yo back and forth, hot and cold. I can't make up my mind. And also with the juggling, it's like could have been you and other people that they were like including together, and all of that. It feels emotionally irresponsible, and very could be very damaging as well to people, right? Because you think you're giving your attention to somebody, you don't give it for no reason. You give it so there can be a reciprocation, right? And that's the card that actually comes up here. You wanted to have equal give and take, but it feels like this person was just not. Some people are not capable of that. Not that they will never be, but when you meet them, they're just not capable. That feels like what happened here. So let's look at this lust, not love energy. Yeah, okay. A lot came out, but let's take it all. I think this comes up as like your side. It's interesting how we have the emperor here and now we have the empress. But I'm feeling like this person is an emperor in reverse, because it's like the more negative aspects of the emperor. It's like I want to control, I want to maybe utilize people to I'm not creating stability. This is not somebody that's creating stability for you. And with the Empress, it feels like you could have been identifying that this is actually not fair, right? Because the justice is here. It's like an injustice to an Empress, somebody that is actually very worthy. We all are, but it's like you you deserved a lot more than what you were getting. It feels like if you're identifying as the Empress. If you identify as the Emperor in this reading, it's like, okay, you do know that the person you were dealing with was they didn't deserve some of those things that were done. It feels like you would get excited if you're this emperor to give to this person, but then things would change. It's almost like things would always change. Ooh, okay. I'm seeing something else here. If you are this emperor that we've been talking about, this person that you feel like maybe you sabotage things by having more than one person in the connection, or you felt like you didn't create stability. And I know that's hard to own, but if you feel like that's you, it feels like you are waiting on your you're waiting on your person here, this Empress, to go there with you to the lust energy, right? This is somebody who's focused on passion, and it says here good sex or getting sucked in by good sex. It feels like that could be the thing, and then things would change. It feels like it would be, yeah. It's like once, oh yeah, okay, I'm seeing that. Once you had gone there, or if you are this Empress, once this person had gotten where what they wanted, which is the lust energy satisfied, they would like things would change. They don't have any more time or energy to reciprocate. So it felt like that's an unfairness. Um, and I think you realize that you would be waiting forever on this, and this person wasn't gonna invest. Like they would act like they were gonna make plans, but it felt like more like a control issue, like a way to maybe keep you strung along. So it feels like in your situation, you've decided to call it, this is over for you because you want to close the cycle on this energy. And if you feel like you're the emperor, maybe you also feel like there were some things that you could have done differently, and maybe recognizing after the fact that what was needed was like consistency and investment. All right, so I'm gonna get some advice for this emperor, because two people are coming out here in this reading. All right, okay, it's saying that well, what do you want to manifest? Okay, I think this is just a word for you. If there's something that you want to manifest in your life in terms of love, money, relationships, whatever it is, there's certain beliefs that you may have around all of these things or the particular thing, and maybe that's what's keeping you like in and out, like maybe fear about the thing as well as wanting it. So like I know sometimes when people have issues around or difficult paths with connections, they can both want the connection or closeness but also fear the commitment. And it feels like that is something you might want to clear up, because it's going to prevent you from really manifesting and being in the energy of the thing that you really want to have, right? So the lust, not love. Like, okay, if you're the Empress, let's get advice for you. Five of Swords, okay, with this King of Wands, okay. All right, so this is more direct, and if I feel like both people might listen to this reading, it's gonna be rough for you if you're the Emperor to hear this. But if you're the Empress here, You could be dealing with people who are more about themselves. You know, they're more interested in what they want to achieve, and that is their main focus. And, you know, in this situation, it could have been, I know what I want with you, it's lust, not love. And there's no room for them to consider something else. And if that's the case, you have to view it in this way. It's some kind of power dynamic that's not healthy for you to be in, right? Especially you come up as the Empress, somebody that is very valuable, has a lot to offer to the world and to people. Yeah, it's like this is not the energy for you, okay? And it's like not dealing with people like this who are more self-focused, more driven by one particular thing and not being a kind of more rounded relationship. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Group A. This got complex, but you know, I think it's these, well, these oracles are gonna bring out some more things. All right, so let us see your zodiac signs here. Who could you be dealing with? I did see clearly Aries and Leo from the cards, and also Taurus and Libra. But let's see. Okay, ooh, one came out. Leo first. Aries. That is crazy. That is crazy. I just said that. All right. Libra. Just said that one too. Okay, Virgo. I love it. Scorpio and Pisces. All right. So these could be the signs of you or your person, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. All right, so that is gonna be you, Group A. If you like this, please do give a thumbs up, and I'll see you in another reading. All right, so we're gonna move now on to Group B. All right, Group B. Your reading starts at 1753. All right, Group B, let's see what's going on for you here. Habits. It says, I don't know if we will ever change. And what's the other thing? Love sucks. Wow, okay. With expectations, okay. All right, in your group, it feels like you have maybe been through some kind of experience with somebody that has just been very dissatisfying. It feels like it wasn't what you expected, right? And that comes through clearly with the expectations card. It says when you expect too much, no one measures up. Ditch your list and want what's real. Okay. All right, so you could have, one of you could have maybe pinned on this connection or relationship a little bit of your own idea or their own idea of what you wanted out of it. And it could be maybe not measuring up this situation, right? And you could like be giving into this belief that love doesn't work, or like love is not for you, type of thing. And it says you have stopped believing in love, let yourself heal. So you can be open again. Okay, that might be the situation. You could be somebody that has had a string of really dissatisfying situations. All right, but let's get into it. So what's this habits? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This is coming up as the maybe the counterpart to the person in group A, or you're just a type that's dealt with a type like a group A type of energy. It feels like whenever you get into relationships, whoever here is here that identifies with this, and you think, okay, this person is your person, it changes. It's like this person, it changes to somebody that is destabilizing, and you have a lot of love and care and affection that you give to people, but it feels like you often get rejected, or you feel rejected. Okay. Or you feel not just rejected, but like somebody's playing games, or something is sabotaged somehow and it never goes anywhere, is what you could be feeling like, or whoever this is in your connection could feel like, okay, every time we want to change something with this person, they end up juggling, creating some kind of imbalance. And yeah, because of that, your experience or your feeling could be like love sucks. All right, well, let's see what this is. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords. Okay, it feels like okay, with this energy, it's feeling like there's an opportunity that you're seeing, and it looks tantalizing almost, like with somebody, like somebody may be painting some kind of picture in this connection of, okay, yeah, I might be open to things, or and there are all these things that we can do together. It's almost like future faking, like promising you or making you think that there's a possibility of all of these things, and there's a future, and it looks great, with this person. But then it's like the minute you enter, you find all these blockages, and this could have been the experience in this connection with this person. It feels like an illusion, like promising you something that they're very closed off to. Now that's really um, strange. You could just be dealing with somebody who's emotionally unavailable, but you could also be dealing with okay, who are you dealing with is what I want to know. Yes, you are dealing with somebody that is closed off emotionally. I don't think this person, they could also be defensive. I don't think that why do they do this? I am just curious for your sake. Okay, this is somebody that, okay, it's coming up as somebody that maybe is in a commitment or was in a commitment. And maybe they even do want that, right? It's like one part of them wants commitment and they're very driven towards it. But on the other hand, they come up in this hangman energy, hangman with the King of Cups. It's somebody that doesn't want to act or can't act. They're actually bound, right? For some reason. And this person just has a kind of like nothing's gonna happen before it's gonna happen. They're not on any rush. They're not on any, the hangman is somebody that's not on anybody's time but their own time. And what that can do is it can maybe make you feel like you are working towards something But no matter how much you work towards it with this person, it's not, they're never gonna come out of this type of I'm not doing anything about the love I feel or the feelings I feel until they are ready. So it's almost like pouring water down a well in a way, which can be very draining. And I look at this like love sucks in a different light. It could be you feel like this energy of being in love with this person or falling for them has just drained you, has kind of like not been a kind of enriching experience. Yeah, it's what could be. No, I'm seeing the expectations here. Maybe, and this is a point for like self reflection. I know it's hard to hear all these things, but we are doing like self discovery, right? Self discovery support. Sometimes it could feel like the thing we expect, yeah, is yeah, we just expected something different. And often for a lot of us, we expect things that come from maybe the family we came from. So maybe you're somebody that had a good example of like committed, loving relationships. But then you go out in the world and you meet a situation like this where you're like, you think that everybody is going to be that kind of caring, loving, committed person. But then it's like, yeah, you find that no, they're not. And so that could have been the situation for you here, Group B. All right, I'm going to get advice for you. And if there's a cross watcher here, I'm going to get that as well. So you, Group B, could be the person that was dissatisfied in this love connection, okay? All right, Ten of Swords. All right, it's an ending which you have to heal from. And it's not just an ending, it feels like it was a betrayal as well. So it is a kind of confirmation for you that yes, there was, it's not just something that you dreamed up, that you experienced something difficult. It was truly difficult because you are actually dealing with somebody that I'm just going to say it feels like they led you on. It feels like then that is like betrayal, right? Because as you're opening up, as you're being vulnerable to somebody, and then it feels like with this just a shutdown, that is, there's a thing called betrayal trauma. And if you have that enough, that can actually be long-term damaging. And so it feels like with your person, Group B, it's somebody that was hurt, was closed off, and just being kind of emotionally irresponsible. And so it is confirmation of that if you doubted that. But also, the advice here for you is um, you're going to have to take a little time to heal from this. And also, it's like separate from this. If you're still attached to it, um, this energy, yeah, it feels like you are needing to take some space and try to move forward. There is better here for you. And it almost feels like with this that it was meant to, I'm gonna not assume. Let's say, what was this meant to show you? Because I feel like you need that. Okay, it's like the truth of and clarity of people and people's intentions, and always looking for the truth. So maybe this experience put you in an energy of like, now I can discern, now you can see more about people, or you're looking to that first. And also the thing is like knowing when to end something when something's not good for you. Okay, so that was the lesson here, as painful as that might have been. um if you now are the cross watcher, which is you're this King of Cups that is also the Hangman. It's somebody who, even if you feel emotions, there it feels like you can't act on it for some reason. What is the advice here for you? Queen of Swords with the Four of Wands and the High Priestess. Okay. It feels like One, there's a couple things. It feels like you have to understand that if you end up creating out of the person you're connecting to somebody that is more bitter or sharp tongued or distant, argumentative, the reason is that um, of the cause and effect, right? And it's also the person that you have been interacting with could now feel that they don't really want union or relationships or that type of thing because they're now disenchanted, right? So it's like something for you to understand that if they're quiet, if they are not engaging with you, that's why. And you have to kind of allow that space um, for that to happen, for that person to be. And now the other thing, what is the other thing? You know, the Queen of Swords is about truth. It's about being truthful, saying the right thing, saying the truthful thing about what you really want in a relationship. Yeah. Um, that seems to be the message. A King and Queen of Swords here, though. It's almost like if you're the king, you could have been resistant to this relationship for various reasons, right? We all have those reasons. And I'm not trying to make you cross watcher into a villain. It's just that it's like responsibility, right? It's about seeing what is created. Okay. So that is you guys in group B. This was a more serious reading. You guys can tell me if you like this or not, but I get the feeling that people might not like it as much. I'm gonna get the zodiac signs for you here. Okay. I'm seeing more like Libra and Virgo and Aquarius type of energy. But let's see. And Gemini maybe. Let's see. Virgo, Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, and Cancer. Okay, these are the signs that could be in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and maybe North Node for you or your person. All right, that is the reading I have for you guys. If you like this, if you feel like it was describing your situation, you feel connected to it, then of course, please do leave a like and subscribe. All right, so we are now gonna look at, we're gonna make room for group C, sorry. For me, I just get like, I feel really slow this morning. Okay, I get really, yeah, I don't know. I feel a little bit tired this morning. Okay, so let's see where we are. All right, if you chose group C, this is the Five of Pentacles, and it is a card of somebody missing, somebody feeling shut out, somebody feeling like I don't have my person in my life type of energy. All right, so let us get the extra cards here. New chapter. Okay. Are you two having a quarrel or some sort, or had a quarrel? Okay, it's we got two, and that is a rarity. Somebody's upset in your situation, group C. Says too hard, too much. All right. Let's see, let's see. Okay, so what is this new chapter energy? Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords, King of Cups. All right, I feel group C that there's somebody here that's like, I don't, it's like not wanting to know this truth. Yeah. It feels like, I don't know if group C is, if you're on this side where you're the one that's like, I have these feelings and you want to say the truth, you want to like, but it's almost like I can't. I almost feel somebody that struggles to say how they feel. And I don't think that's you that's moving on. It feels like the other person is moving on. It feels like, I don't know, it feels like you're in some kind of limbo. Yeah, it's almost like you're feeling like maybe you can't act, or you're just like stuck on this position that your person has ended things and you feel out of sorts some way. You feel like you don't know where you are with them. It's almost like you feel like they've moved on and left you in this like pit, and you're just like almost like a lost child. Like, what do I do now? Is what I am getting. Okay. But I do see that you had like love for them. Okay. But what is this? Like, why? Okay. Okay. All right. So you could have been somebody that's okay. You had love for maybe many people or a few people, or you had a couple options, right? Here. And because of that, it feels like you kind of made somebody a little bit upset that you weren't doing anything, you weren't taking any actions, and so therefore this person here of yours, Queen of Swords, could have ended it. Now some of you in group C could say you're the Queen of Swords, you're the one that ended things, and you're the one that's trying to move on from this. But I do get that somebody here is actually feeling shut out, left out in the cold. And I kind of feel like it's this King of Cups who's like, I had love for you, is what they're saying, or they wanted to say. I wanted to say, this King of Cups wanted to say that they want a new opportunity with you. But they feel like you've become defensive, or if you're this King of Cups, you could feel like your person's become defensive to you. They've become distant. They've become a little bit cold towards you. And you do feel them moving on. What is this Seven of Cups? Is that like options, or is it no, actually it feels like if you're this King of Cups, you could have actually had a lot of feelings and ideas and fantasies about your person. Like maybe you had like plans. Or I'm also getting that if you are somebody that had options, this person of yours was like your favorite person. That's kind of funny. It's like, it makes me think of like, you know, with the emperors in China, they have like a harem, and I'm sorry about that. But they have a harem, and there is an empress, or there's like a main, there's a favorite among all the concubines. It kind of feels like that here. It's like you had love for somebody that was like a favorite in a way. Okay, but maybe you can see, if you're this King of Cups, why your person didn't want to be a favorite amongst many. Um, let's just say for you, why didn't this person want to be a favorite among many? Okay, they didn't want to be a favorite, King of Cups, if this is you, because this person feels like, if this is not satisfying emotionally, it's just simply they don't dream of being in a group of people and being chosen. That's not their dream for themselves. Their dream is to have a new beginning in a relationship with somebody that is going to like be their person, is going to be their partner. And if this person is the favorite for you amongst all the people you were dating, and you felt like they're really valuable, they could be in this Empress energy, and that person doesn't want to, that person's never going to want to share many people. So just if you are this King of Cups, this was just for you, but also if you are this, if you are dealing with this, so you're the one that's moving on, you're the Empress here. um yeah, it feels like that's what your person wanted to do, is, and I just think they don't, some people just see that as the way that they want to be, and they can, but that doesn't mean that you have to if that's not what you want. It just feels like maybe different approaches to a relationship, right? Okay, and let's look at this too hard. This too hard says you believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't let love flow naturally in your life, okay? And too much, you tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. It feels like you just, if you're this King of Cups, it kind of feels like you regret, maybe like being, let's just say, okay, I think you're somebody, if you're this King of Cups, that loves flirtation, loves being with people, loves exploring that side, and it just feels like, but what that does is it creates uncertainty for all the people that you're involved with, right? And if you all are dealing with a person like this, they, that's, it feels like that's how they function, because it's, it feels more like that's their expression of who they are, is they want to just like be playful, be with and explore many people, but then it results in like a kind of sadness about doing that, and it feels like your person could be feeling sad. You could feel like they could be feeling like it's too hard. They don't understand why it won't work. Okay. For this person, it's like it feels like commitment is fine, like that's fine, but they also, it feels like they have a really like, I want to explore various things before I commit. It feels like that to them, which is fine. You can do that. But as I was saying, it's like it creates instability for somebody that you could be involved with. And so that's potentially why your person felt this is too hard. It's too hard to get to the point of commitment with you. And it feels like that's what your person wanted, right? Stability. They want things, they want to be able to work on a situation and feel stable. And they feel like blocked from that. Yeah, definitely. You're dealing with a Queen of Pentacles. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And that is like almost like rule for earth signs. Start with stability, start with what you can trust, what you can rely on. And it feels like if you relate to this reading as a King of Cups or the King of Cups, Knight of Wands, you could be more like water, fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your chart. Yeah. Okay. What's too much? It feels like your approach, King of Cups. I don't know why this feels like your reading is it is somebody that is like you go on your emotions. It could feel like you fall in love with people and you just want to like have that experience, and anything that's maybe more complex could feel too much. Like it feels like some kind of like romantic inside, and that type of expression with people is really important to you. It feels like that's where you get your stability from. And it's just that it's maybe not aligning with the person that you're connected to. So this favorite of yours is probably this Queen of Pentacles, who was like, no, what I need is to know for sure that you're my person, is what it feels like. And okay, I can see both sides. So now what we're gonna do is get advice for both of you. So if you are relating to the Queen of Cups, sorry, the Queen of Pentacles in this story, what is the advice? The Tower. You know, it's kind of saying to you that sometimes you have to be the one who shakes things up. Like you have to be the one that maybe puts your foot down and says that no, I want change here. You're gonna be surprised actually at how things are changing for you. And it's almost like the other thing here could be like a shift in thought about things. Tell us more. Yeah, it feels like, you know what, there's some changes happening and it's okay. It's gonna change in a way that you're not even gonna expect. I think you've introduced, if you're this Queen of Pentacles, some kind of idea into this person's life that you're dealing with, that okay, maybe some people want something different. And maybe the way I showed up with you, with like making you feel uncertain, is not gonna get me where I want. And this, you could have been dealing with somebody that felt like, yeah, I like connecting with people romantically and it's like all free and great. And that's how they felt like, like, I don't have a favorite, or it's just I like this type of way of relating to people in relationships or connections. And it feels like you're standing out to them because of, well, as I said before, you were like a favorite. And I don't think that stood well with you, but the fact that you're a favorite among many. But for this person, that was a real like compliment, it feels like. And they are saying that they're seeing now that they can't necessarily operate in the same way with everybody. And particularly with you, you want something different, and I don't know why it feels like they didn't understand that. um if you are this King of Cups, let's get advice for you. Three of Cups. Okay, this is very clear. King of Cups, you have love for your person here, right? And so it feels like you're understanding something. They've taught you something about relationships or people. And it feels like if you have your person in some kind of third party situation, if you are more about like polyamorous relationships or type of arrangements, your person's not going to go for that. And so it's a choice you have to make about um, if you want that person. It might mean that you have to like move on from that type of situation. I was going to say situationship. Yeah, okay. So that could be a thing that's present in your life. I think your person doesn't want that. They're very clear about what they want. And they want stability, they want consistency, they want trust, that type of thing. And it feels like you're being asked to move on from this type of lifestyle to if you want to offer them something. Like if that's what you want, that's what it will take. If you don't want that, then that you stay as you are, right? And maybe it might be better for you to find somebody that fits your preferences as well. Okay, so that was an interesting reading. I'm gonna get your zodiac signs now. This morning's readings were interesting. Okay, Libra, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo. I got strong earth sign energy for your person here. And I got like a strong like water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces type of thing. Okay. So if you enjoyed this was your reading, please do like, subscribe, and comment. And I'm gonna add the time stamps now to the comments and the description. Okay, so you can check back for that. Thanks for joining and take care. I'll see you again.